Imagine spending billions on a brand new generation of warships. Ships meant to defend the world's most powerful navy. Ships that were supposed to be the backbone of America's future fleet. And then, suddenly, the program hits delays. Ships are cancelled, costs grow, schedules slip, and questions explode across Washington. Today, we're diving deep into USS Constellation FFG-62, the lead ship of the U.S. Navy's Constellation-class frigates, and uncovering what really happened, why this program is struggling, and what it means for the future of America's naval power. Stay with me, because the story behind this ship is way more dramatic than what the headlines show. Welcome again to my YouTube channel, Shipexpert, where you find the most informative features of naval ships of USA. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's start. For more than a decade, the U.S. Navy has faced a massive problem. Its fleet is getting older, its shipyards are overloaded, and adversaries like China are building new warships faster than ever. The Navy needed a medium-sized, multi-mission ship, something cheaper than a destroyer, but more capable than the troubled littoral combat ship. A ship that could hunt submarines, defend convoys, patrol contested waters, escort carriers, and plug gaps in the fleet structure. Enter the vision for the Constellation-class frigate. Based on the proven European FREMM design, it promised advanced radar and sensors, anti-submarine warfare capability, long-range missiles, aviation support for MH-60R helicopters, a modern combat system linked with Aegis networks. In other words, the Navy finally had a Goldilocks ship. Not too big, not too small, just right for modern naval warfare. And the first ship would proudly carry a historic name, USS Constellation FFG-62. Everything looked perfect. For a while. But as shipbuilding began, trouble quickly followed. The program suffered from 1. Schedule delays. Shipyard construction slowed down due to design tweaks, workforce shortages, and supply chain disruptions. 2. Cost growth. Each ship became more expensive as new systems, sensors, and Navy-requested changes were added. 3. Overloaded shipbuilders. The selected shipyard already had a huge workload, building multiple ships at the same time. 4. Unrealistic expectations. The Navy expected a foreign-proven design to be easily adapted, but Americanizing the systems, weapons, and electronics turned out to be far more complicated. What was supposed to be a fast, low-risk program started looking like another painful lesson in American shipbuilding, and then things got worse. In late 2024 and into 2025, multiple U.S. defense outlets reported something unexpected. The Navy planned to cancel at least 4 Constellation-class frigates before they were even built. This was not part of the original plan. The cancellation raised huge questions. Is the Navy losing confidence in its own design? Is the ship too slow, too delayed, or too expensive? Is the U.S. preparing for a different kind of naval warfare? Or is this simply a political budget fight? The truth is a mix of all these factors. But one thing is clear. The Constellation program is no longer the smooth, reliable future platform the Navy hoped it would be. Still, many experts believe the ship itself is excellent. The problem isn't the design, it's the execution. So let's break down what makes USS Constellation so good and why it's still worth saving. Despite delays and cancellations, Constellation remains a very capable warship, one the US Navy actually needs. 1. Anti-submarine warfare beast. It carries powerful sonar systems, towed arrays, and an MH-60R helicopter, giving it elite sub-hunting abilities. 2. Long-range missile power. It includes the 32-cell vertical launch system, VLS, able to fire SM-2 air defense missiles, ESSM Tomahawk, potentially, future hypersonic-capable weapons, planned upgrades. 3. Strong radar system. Its radar is designed to detect threats at long range, including drones and cruise missiles. 4. Great endurance and seakeeping. The ship can travel far, operate in rough seas and support long missions, which is essential for Pacific operations. 5. Proven European design underneath the FREM platform is widely considered one of the world's best frigate designs. So again, the ship is good. The Navy wants it, and America needs it. The issue is not the ship, it's the system around it. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The US Navy has fewer ships today than it had 20 years ago. Meanwhile, China is building warships at record speed. Russia is investing heavily in submarine production. Iran and North Korea are developing new missile systems, and global sea lanes are becoming more dangerous. The US cannot rely on large destroyers for every mission. It needs a flexible, affordable, medium-sized warship. The Constellation-class fits that role perfectly. If the Navy kills this program entirely, the fleet will face an even bigger capability gap in the 2030s. That's why, despite the setbacks, the Constellation-class still has strong supporters inside the Pentagon and Congress. The logic is simple. A flawed future is still better than no future at all. So what's actually going to happen? Here's the most likely outcome. The Navy will continue building USS Constellation FFG-62 and closely monitor the next 1 or 2 ships. The program may be scaled down, not cancelled entirely. Additional shipyards may be brought in to accelerate production. Design upgrades will come later once the first ship proves itself at sea. Congress may revive cancelled hulls depending on global threats and political pressure. So don't be surprised if the Constellation-class becomes a long story, with highs, lows, and many plot twists. USS Constellation is more than just a ship. It represents America's challenge to maintain naval dominance in a rapidly changing world. Whether this program succeeds or fails will shape US naval power for the next 30 years. So, is the Constellation-class the frigate the US Navy desperately needs, or is it another ambitious plan trapped in slow execution? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into US Navy technology and want more ship breakdowns, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with other naval enthusiasts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.